That's the reality, folks. It's not going to fall into your lap. Just because I'm the golden goose that never runs out of golden eggs doesn't mean it's going to rub off on you and everything you touch, you get the Midas touch. You got to work for it. You have to get that experience on your own. But here's the wonderful thing. Once you acquire it, it might take you 7 months. It may take you a full year. There's nothing wrong with that. Because once you get to that level and you have the experience and you know exactly how you're going to react, you know what your triggers are, what makes you nervous, what scares you, but then you start seeing all these instances where, yeah, I saw that before, and I used to fear these types of moves. You ever see that in some of my students' responses when they'll come behind somebody else and say, yeah, I did this, I got scared, and I got out of the trade. He goes, yep, I used to fear that same thing, but then I had to push past that and just go a little bit further and just hold the idea and just stick to the logic and the concepts. And then I got over that same fear. I don't look at that as someone browbeating someone saying you're stupid. That's someone saying, I used to do the same thing, and here's how I overcame that. You know what that is? That's a mini little version of market wizards. How these individuals coped and how they overcome. Not the market, themselves. They overcame themselves. More needs to be said about that. That's what makes those first 2 volumes of Market Wizards so great. They're great. Everything after that, volume 3 or whatever he's done after that's bullshit. It's not even worth listening to or reading. But volume 1 and 2, absolutely crucial to me because it helped me understand that it isn't going to be easy. And everybody goes through these periods of adjustment, discovering what makes them tick. What's the thing that's going to make them blow it? Because we can all have the same ICT model that offers a setup every single day. But why isn't that everybody doesn't have the same results? Why is that? Because you brought something to it that day that somebody else didn't. Somebody was able to filter out all the bullshit and distractions and focus on the model. But how many days have you woke up just this past week and was mad about something somebody said about you or maybe your loved one? Or you just didn't feel like you've been recognized recently. And you start feeling that tug of war of like, do I have any worth? Or I need to prove that I deserve a better treatment from other people than I've received recently.